Hey guys, my name is Degen King, the Creative Genius, creative director, KOL, influencer, and filmmaker. Right, so I just concluded my film, The Degen Throne, and I understood that I needed to explain the concept behind the film. Now, at the beginning of the film, there are two characters on scene, right? There is the Queen and then there is Smart. Now, Queen B represents the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, the BSC ecosystem, right? Now, Smart, I coined his name from Binance Smart Chain, basically. And then the next scene, we see King Tron. Now, King Tron basically represents the Tron ecosystem. And the third main character, Governor Soul, represents the Solana ecosystem. Now, when you're watching the film, I'm going to have to plead that you don't watch it just to scrutinize or you don't watch it just to criticize, because I know I've been known for quality content, but let's put it into place that this is actually my first film, and to be honest, it's actually not that bad. It's not bad at all. But then again, I'm going to say that there are so many errors in the film. There are so many things that I could have done better. There are so many things I will do better in my next film. Just watch it to get the message. Like, for the first time, just watch it to get the message. Then eventually you can go over it again to not start pointing out the errors. Do you get? Now, if you've watched the film, or if you're going to watch the film, I don't know when you're going to watch this video. The three main characters, Queen, King, and the Governor, they all have assistants. Like I said earlier, the Queen's assistant is Smart, which is coined from Binance Smart Chain. Then the King's assistant, King Tron assistant, is TRX, which is basically, I think, the governor's token for Tron. Then we have Governor Soul, and his assistant's name is Ray, which is short for Radium. So there is a way I kind of interconnected the names when I was selecting the names, just to make sure that the story is aligning, and there were three people that I'm actually making this film for. They would understand why I chose those names.
There's all the secrets and how to crack the kingdom. I really like it. It's gonna be done.
I've watched this like 5 times now. I think this should be my 6th time now.
This is very good. Yes.
Queen Bee never gave him the sustenance pair, as she only gave him the book with which he thought she was doing him good. The king?
No, please. This is just a film to pass a message. Not everything that I scripted in this film is real life. Not everything happened in real life. Take for example, the whole plot did not happen in real life. It's just an analogy to explain what is actually going on in the Degen space. Now, nobody tricked anybody. Nobody tricked anybody. It was just a plot to explain the rise and fall of the different the rise and fall of Degen trends in different ecosystems.
Tron never knew the Queen Bee was setting him up for failure, so she could take over as the Degen Queen once again. Yes.
Would you like to speak with her?
Of course, you know, now that kind of access comes, what is that?
Something else, sexual.
Okay, what's the statements? Queen Bee had to travel for a few months so King Tron could enjoy his battle with Governor Soul.
Are you ready, man? 30 seconds.
Now, somewhere in the film, you would see something. I don't know when I'm going to drop this video, because I actually want you guys to understand the plot behind the film and not just watch it to watch it, right? So somewhere in the film, the Queen had to travel, and I basically used that to explain when CZ got arrested, and then he would be released very, very soon. So I just used the Queen traveling to explain CZ's arrest. I hope you get what I'm trying to say.
So, basically, Queen was and our population was increasing terribly.
Now, there's also a part where I think we all remember when Tron started getting traction for Degen as degenerates, right? And then there was a point where the hype and everything went down, and people started going back to Solana, and the whole Tron degenerate thing just wasn't working anymore. So that's what I explained in this scene that I'm watching right now, that you also get to watch. But I'm just telling you now so you can have the idea of what I am showing to you, or the kind of story that I am telling to you via this film.
Governor Saul couldn't.
Okay, so this is where Governor Soul went to meet the king, and they had this little discussion, and that discussion was based off the fact that the generates were now moving from Tron back to Solana. Of all the scenes that we shot in this short film, the last scene was the most difficult part to shoot because we needed to find a way to start that fire, then to keep the fire for the length of time that we needed. Now, when we started the fire, I'll probably pull up a video or something that I took on my snap. When we started the fire, it was burning fast. We wanted to use newspaper and all those things to then kerosene or petrol or something, but we could not get any of those. What we were able to get were a set of dry leaves and lighter. So like obviously according to physics it should work, and it worked. We had a physicist there. Tammy, who played Degen Throne, was a physicist, so he just he helped us to do the whole thing, and then we were able to get it done. Right now we had to reshoot this scene like 5 times while the fire was burning, guys. Like at no point did this fire stop while we were shooting this scene. The fire was burning and we kept retaking the shots. Thank God for Steve, because he shot the whole thing on his camera and he kept retaking all the shots, retaking all the angles while the fire was still burning. Right, so this was the most challenging scene for me. I really hope you guys enjoy the film when you watch it, because I really put a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of resources into this. This film is actually very, very short, but it passes the message that I wanted to pass, right? So it will be coming out on the 25th of this month, I think 2 days before CZ is released, and I'm really, really excited. Once again, I'm really thankful to every cast and crew member that helped me to bring this to life. It was just an idea, and then I told my guys, and then they said sure, why not? And then we did it. Like there were some challenges I faced along the line, but my mom and my dad, I'm really grateful for them. They are super supportive. Like I stated earlier, they literally gave me their working space, they gave me their office, they gave me their conference room to use in some of my scenes, and I'm really grateful for that. At some point I even ran out of liquid. and then it was my parents that were funding the whole thing, because I already paid for clothes, I paid for the food, the transport, and I had to pay some of the cast as well, and it was really stressful. When I was done, I slept for like the whole day. On the last day of shooting, I slept throughout the day, but then I'm really glad that I was able to bring it to life. Like I said, this film is not perfect. It's just a sample of what more I'm going to do later on in the nearest future. So please, I'm going to need your support when this film drops on the 25th. And yeah, that is about it. Thank you so much for watching to this point. When you watch it, I really hope you understand with this documentary, I'm going to be dropping behind the scenes and some other things along the way before the movie is eventually dropped. Once again, my name is Web3 King, the creative genius, business content creator in the Web3 space, and I'll catch you guys next time.